Good afternoon, dear children. Good afternoon, all. Hope you are safe and fine at home. Welcome to the English classroom, grade 9. Before starting the session, I want to remind you that about your activity sheets. We sent them yesterday. Hope you are ready with these activity sheets. If not, please get ready with some piece of papers because you have to answer the questions uh, in this lesson. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Hope you have all activity sheets. If not, please get ready with some papers. Grade 9, English language, competency 6, uses English grammar for the purpose of accurate and effective communication. 6.1, construct simple sentences. Okay, first of all, I want to ask a question from you. That is, what did you do yesterday at 7:30 a.m.? What did you do yesterday at 7:30 a.m.? Yes, you may have different answers, but think about what did you do at 7:30 a.m.? Yes, look at these my answers. Are they matching with your answers? I got up at 7:30 a.m. because you have a vacation, so you can get up at any time uh, without any exact time. Yes, I got up at 7:30 a.m. And next one, I had my breakfast at that time. I had my breakfast at that time. Next one, I studied science at 7:30 a.m. I studied science at 7:30 a.m. All these actions are you have uh, did yesterday. The actions are happened now. Now, next one. I have another question. How did King Dutugamunu rule the country? Another question. You know King Dutugamunu? How did King Dutugamunu rule the country? Yes? Yes. King Dutugamunu ruled the country peacefully. King Dutugamunu ruled the country peacefully. He defeated King Elara. He defeated King Elara. Another one. What did he do? He built many Buddhist religious places in Anuradhapura. He built many Buddhist religious places in Anuradhapura. Yes. These activities did King Dutugamunu in the past. Look at these verbs. Okay. Look at these verbs. Ruled, defeated, built. Ruled, defeated, built. What is the tense that we used in these sentences? What is the tense we use? All these verbs are in past tense. So think about the tense. What is the tense we used here? Yes. Simple past tense. We use simple past tense. We use simple past tense to describe past actions. To describe past actions, we use simple past tense. Next one, you have an activity. You have an activity. Pute, you have to find the past tense verbs in the passage. Before that, do you know the past tense verb? Do you know the past tense verbs? How do you going to recognize the past tense verbs? In regular pattern, you can easily understand the past tense verbs. They have ed at the end of the verb. They have ed. An irregular pattern, sometimes the two same words are there. And then I'm talking about base form, past tense, and the past participle. Sometimes the past participle and the past tense are same. Sometimes those three columns, those three verbs are different. But in regular one, you can find it easily. They have ed at the end of the verb. Okay, try to find out past tense verbs in this passage. Try to find out the past tense verbs. If you have the tute, you can underline. If not, please write down the words. Or in the next activity, you can write down the words in the past tense column. Find out past tense verbs. We decided to go to Kashmir during the summer vacation. These passages I taken from an Indian book, so they are much familiar with Indian uh, vocabulary. Indian words. We decided to go to Kashmir during the summer vacation. I went there with my parents. We left for Jammu by train. We reached Jammu the following morning. We stayed in Jammu for one day. Then we went to Srinagar by bus. We saw Shalimar Bagh and Nishad Garden. There were very beautiful flowers and fruit trees in the garden. I enjoyed the beauty of nature. We hired a shikara in Dal Lake, some kind of a boat like that shikara. Next one. We also went to see uh, Gulmarg. We also went to see Gulmarg. It is very famous for its beauty. Next one. Then we went to Pahalgam. It is also a very beautiful place. Kashmir is famous for its handicrafts. We bought some wooden toys, saris, and shawls. We stayed in Kashmir for 10 days. Then we returned to Delhi. The sweet memory of Kashmir Valley is still fresh in my mind. In, there are a lot of past tense verbs in this passage. Please find out them. Decided is there, went is there, enjoyed is there. So likewise find out. Okay, I think you have enough time. So I'm going to underline. Check your answers. I'm going to underline. We decided, past tense verb, decided to go to Kashmir during the summer vacation. I went is there, went, and left. Past tense of the leave is left. We left for Jammu. Then we reach. Reach, past tense of the reach is reached. Then stayed, we stayed. We stayed. Then next also we have went. We saw, past tense of the see is saw. Then enjoyed. Enjoy, past tense of the enjoy is enjoyed. Then hired, past tense of hire. Went again. Again you can find went here. Bought. Bought, past tense of buy. Buy, bought, bought. Stayed again. Return, past tense of return is returned. Okay, that's all. I think you have found the answers easily. Shall we go to the next one? Yes. Write down the find out past tense verbs and filling the grid. In this grid, middle column, you can see past tense verb. Then, in middle column, you have to write past tense verbs. First column, you have to write the base form of these words. You have to write base form of these words. Earlier you have underlined the words. Just write these underlined words in the middle column, second column, past tense column. Then after that, you have to find out the base form of these verbs, and after that, you have to find out the past participle of these verbs. Take some minutes and quickly complete this one. Quickly find out and write. Okay, I can give the previous one. Okay, find out. Find out the past tense verb and write in the middle column. If you finish, you can raise your hands. In this uh, in this software, you can raise your hands. Thank you. Yeah, very good. Very good. Okay. More participants. Okay. If you finish, please raise your hand. Please fill the columns. Okay. I think we can go to the next one. Yes. I think you have a grid like this. If you have to change some words, you can change it or correct it. Okay. First one, we find the word decided. Base form of decided is decide, and the past participle is decided again. Go. It is an irregular verb. Go is the base form. Pute went is the past tense, and the gone is the past participle. Third one, we found left. Leave is the base form, left, and the past participle also left. Both two verbs are same. Then reached. We found reached. The base form is reached, and after that the past participle also reached. Reach, reached, reached. It is called regular verb. Regular verb. Adding ed. Adding ed to past tense and the past participle. We call them, they are regular verbs. Next one also like this. Enjoyed we found from the passage. Enjoy is the base form and enjoyed is the past tense and also same enjoyed in past participle. Hire. Hire. Those days we hired three wheels, we hired vans. Likewise, they hired a shikara, and here hired is the base form is hire and past tense is hired and the past participle is also hired again. Then uh, bought. Bought. Base form is buy and bought is the past tense and the past participle is again bought. This is an irregular one. Then stayed. Stay is the base form. Stayed is the past participle again. Return. Return is the base form and the returned past participle also past tense and the past participle also same. Now Pute. Next one. Base form. Past tense we found was and were also there. Okay. Then base form of was and were is, am, and are. Past participle is, remind that it is been. I have given a sentence here. What is that? Prani washed clothes. Prani washed clothes. What is the subject here? Subject or the doer here? Who is the subject? Who is doing this work? Yes, Rani. Rani is the subject. Rani is doing this work. Rani is the subject. And verb you already know, washed. And the object is clothes. Here the verb is in simple past tense. Verb is in simple past tense. Sorry, this tense is simple past tense. Verb is in past tense. You learned earlier past tense verbs. The verb is past tense verb. This is a simple past tense sentence. We use past tense verb to build up simple past tense sentences. We use past tense verbs to build up simple past tense sentences like this. Rani washed clothes. This is a very simple sentence. Okay. Next one, you have to find out subject. Now here we have find out the subject, Prani. A verb also there and object. In next activity, you have to find out subject, verb, object. Already I think you can find the verb. You have to find out subject, verb, and the object. It is easy to find out. First verb find out, then after that find out the subject and the object. Activity, find out activity number 3 in your activity sheets. Take the activity number 3 in your activity sheets. Take the activity number 3. Find out the subject, verb, and the object of the following sentences. There are 8 sentences. You can just uh, put S for subject, verb for V, and the object for O. Subject for S, verb for V, and the object for O. You can mark in your papers. Just take the first one. The servant swept the room. The servant swept the room. The servant is the subject. Swept is the verb. The room. The room is the object. Okay. Likewise, there are 8 sentences. Mother made a cup of tea. She took a plate from the cupboard. Tara did her work well. They had a car. He tore his coat. We built a house. A baker sold all bread. Pute, if you have finished, please raise your hands. In this software, you can raise the hands. If you have finished, please raise. Okay, I think you have enough time. Just write S, V, and O. Yes, the answers. Check the answers with this. The servant swept the room. Servant is the subject. She is doing the work. And verb is swept. The room is the object. Next one. Mother made a cup of tea. Mother is the subject. Made is the verb. A cup of tea is object. She took a plate from the cupboard. From the cupboard. She took a plate from the cupboard. She is the verb. Sorry, she is the subject. Took is the verb. And object is the a plate. Tara did her work well. Tara is the subject. Did is the verb. Her work is the object. Next one, they, subject is they, had is verb, a car is object. Then he is the subject, toe is the verb, his coat is object. We built a house. We is the subject, built verb, object a house. Object a house. Last one, a baker sold all bread. A baker is the subject, sold is the verb, all bread is object. Yes, next activity. If you want more time, take look at this one and just write down this subject, verb, object. In next activity, you have to change some sentences into simple past tense. In this activity, you found some verbs. They are in simple past tense. They are in simple past tense. Swept is simple past tense. Sweep is the base form. The swept is the simple past tense. Made and took, did and had, tore, they are past tense verbs. Built, they are past tense verbs. In next activity, you have to change the sentences into simple past tense. Uh, these sentences are in simple present tense. These sentences are in simple present tense. There are 6 sentences. I break a cup. Number 2, Sarah comes early. Number 3, Jack goes to a shop. Number 4, Manu rings the bell. Number 5, the cat climbs a tree. Number 6, Mr. Brown knows Greek. Put here, you have to change only the verb. Just change the verb into the past tense verb. Yes, look at the first one. I break a cup. I change it to I broke a cup. First one, I break a cup. Then I change it to I broke a cup. Okay. Likewise, change the sentences into past tense, simple past tense. If you have finished, please raise up the hands. Some of the students have already finished because they have got the tute yesterday. Okay. We'll see the uh, answers. Otherwise, it's take much time. Okay. I broke a cup. First one. Then it became I break a cup. It became I broke a cup. Next one. Number two. Check your answers. Sarah comes early. Come became came. Sarah came early. Number three. Jack goes to a shop. Jack went to a shop. Jack went to a shop. Number four. Manu rings the bell. Past tense of ring, that is rang. Manu rang the bell. Number five. The cat climbs a tree. Climbed became climbed. Past tense of climb, climbed. The cat climbed a tree. Last one. Mr. Brown knows Greek. Mr. Brown knows Greek. Past tense of know is knew. Mr. Brown knew Greek. Mr. Brown knew Greek. Okay. Now you can see set of simple past tense sentences. There are past tense verbs and the set of simple past tense sentences. And you can easily find the subject, verb, object of these sentences also. These type of sentences, they are also we call subject oriented sentences or active voice sentences. Now I'm going to come to my topic, active voice sentences. Then next one I want to talk about passive voice of the simple past tense. Yes. I told you earlier this is an active voice sentence. Someone collected money. Pute, subject is if the subject is in the front of the sentences, in the beginning of the sentences, we call these are subject oriented or active voice sentences. Then we can change this into passive voice sentences like this. Passive voice. Money was collected by someone. The money has came the beginning of the sentence. Here in the active voice sentence, the money is object and it is in the end of the sentence. Then passive voice, the money came the beginning of the sentence. Money, beginning of the sentence. Then look at someone. What happened to someone here? In active voice sentence, someone is the character. Someone collected money. But in the passive voice, someone goes to end of the sentence. Someone goes to end of the sentence with by. By here. Not buy. that is two-lettered word by. Someone became end of the sentence with by. And what happened to the verb? Look at this one. Look at this one. There is a was came here and collected also there. But here the collected is not the past tense verb here. Ute, this collected is not a past tense verb. It is past participle. We add was here and we change the verb into past participle. In passive voice, we can find only past participle verbs. Okay? In any tense, we can find only the past participle verb. Okay, look at this again. Look at this again. Someone collected money. Someone is the subject in the active voice sentence. And in the passive voice, we take someone at the end of the sentence, add in by. We add by someone. And money became first, beginning of the sentence. Then the verb came here with the past participle. This is a past participle and we add was over. We'll see what happened next. Okay. Okay. Simple past tense passive voice. Simple past tense passive voice. First one, change an active voice sentence into passive voice. What is the first one? Change an active voice sentence into passive voice. The sentence has given Nimal washed the car. Nimal washed the car. Yes, you know now. Subject is Nimal. Verb is washed. Uh, verb is past tense and verb is washed. Past tense verb washed. Car is object. Then we have to change this sentence into passive voice. The car came first. Beginning of the sentence. The car came beginning of the sentence. And Nimal goes to end of the sentence with adding by. Then the verb washed is in past participle. Past participle. The verb is in past participle. This is a past participle verb. Past participle verb. Okay. Past participle verb. If you want write down, just write down quickly. Car is, and also car is a singular noun. Okay, car is a singular noun. The car, only one there. So we use was. In simple past tense passive voice sentences, to form these sentences, We look at the beginning of the sentence. What is the noun there? The car. This is a singular noun. Only one car is there. So we use was, and we put past participle verb. Previously we put past tense verb in the past simple past sentence. But in passive voice, we put past participle verb in the passive voice sentence. We add by and write nimal at the end of the sentence. Okay. The next one. Take take the next example. Rani wrote letters to her pen friend. Rani wrote letters to her pen friend. You already know subject and the verb object you can find. Here subject is Rani. Verb you know wrote is simple past tense verb wrote, and object, it is plural object, plural letters. Rani is the subject, verb is wrote, and the plural object letters. To pen friend, keep this part. To pen friend, keep this part away. Okay, aside. Keep this part aside. I want to. Uh, I want to look at this part. I want to take your attention to this part. Rani wrote letters to subject, verb, and the object. We'll see uh, how how to change this sentence into the passive voice. Letters. Yes, we take letters first. In the beginning of the sentence, we take letters first. After that, we take the subject of the active voice sentence Rani with by. With by. Okay. Next the verb. In here, letters are plural. This noun is the plural noun letters. So we use were here. To the plural nouns, we use were. And written, the past the past participle of the wrote is written. We use written as the verb. We know write, wrote, written. Base form write, past tense is wrote, and past participle is written. So in the passive voice sentences pute, we use past participle verb. Okay, next one. Number 2. Build a passive voice sentence use using given words. Build up passive voice sentences using given words. They have given some words. Then you have to make a passive voice sentence. What are the words they have given? Cake make ramani. Cake make ramani. Yes. You can say Ramani makes cakes. Ramani makes cake. A cake. But I want passive voice. I want passive voice. Yes. How do you going to make sentence in passive voice using cake make ramani? We have given the order also. Cake, after that make and ramani. Then you can easily build up a sentence in passive voice. Yes. A cake. It is singular. Cake was. So we use was. Past participle of the make is made. Make, made, made. Make, made, made. Make is the base form and the past tense is made. Again, past participle is made. A cake was made by Ramani. We add doer. We add doer to buy. A cake was made by Ramani. Then next one. Thieves arrested. Past tense verb is given here. The thieves arrested. Past tense verb you have given. In here we have to look at the what is the past participle of arrested. Arrest is the base form. Arrested is the past tense, and also same past participle is arrested. Past participle is also arrested. So we can make this sentence like this. The thieves, plural noun. So we use were and past participle verb arrested there. The thieves were arrested. The thieves were arrested. Okay. Sometimes we can omit the doer, like earlier this sentence. The thieves were arrested by whom? We don't know. Police or army or we don't know who arrested. But it is not important. Thieves were arrested. It is the important thing. Sometimes we can omit the doer or that subject when it is unnecessary. And also sometimes doer is not mentioned in the sentence. Some sentences they do not mention the doer, so we don't know who is doing this uh, thing. So we have to write passive voice sentences like these incidents. Hari. Next activity. Turn the following active voice sentences into the passive voice. Like earlier, first you have to do the find out subject verb object. Turn the following active voice sentences into the passive voice. First you have to do to find out the subject, verb and the object. After that you can change these sentences into the passive voice. Yes. The cat killed the mouse. Second one, Columbus discovered the America. Number 3, the hunter shot the lion. Number 4, Sohan threw the ball. Number 5, everyone loved him. I'll give you 2-3 minutes. Just turn these sentences into passive voice. If you finish, please raise your hands. If you finish, raise the hand. Find out the subject. First one, subject is the cat. Likewise, find out the verb in first one. Killed is the verb, object is the mouse. Columbus is the subject and the verb is discovered. The America is the object. The hunter shot the lion. Hunter is the subject, shot is the verb, the lion is the object. Sohan threw the ball. Sohan is the subject, threw is the verb, the ball is the object. Someone loved him. Someone, everyone loved him. Everyone is the subject, verb is loved, and object is him. In the last sentence, him change it to he. Okay, I think you have enough time. There are many participants. Raise the hand. Okay. Cool. So, I told you subject, verb, subject of these sentences. Okay. Then go to the answers. The cat killed the mouse. The mouse was killed by the cat. Mouse is singular noun, so we use was here, and the past participle of the kill is killed by the cat. The Columbus discovered the America. America was discovered by Columbus. America is the object. Was, America is singular noun, so we use was. Discovered, it is past participle, by Columbus is the object of the active voice sentence. The hunter shot the lions. The lions, it is a plural noun, so we use were here. Lions, plural noun pute. So we use were here, and past participle of shot is shot. Again the word same, shot by the hunter. Sohan threw the ball. The ball, singular noun, so we use was. Thrown by Sohan. Throw, threw, thrown. Throw, threw, thrown. So past participle is thrown by Sohan. Number 5. Everyone loved him. He. Here in active voice sentences, we put him. Then changing into passive voice, it is became he. He was loved by everyone. He was loved by everyone. Okay. Next one. I ate some cookies. Do you want? Okay, please look at this one and correct your answers first before going to the next slide. Correct your answers. Next one. I ate some cookies in tea time. I ate some cookies in tea time. We are going to change this sentence into passive voice. Cookies. Cookies were eaten by me in tea time. I became me here. I became me here. Subject pronoun changed to object pronoun. So, like this. Look at this grid. If you want to write it down, please write down. Or take a screenshot. If you can take the screenshots, take a screenshot and save. In active voice sentences, we meet these pronouns, but they are changing to passive voice. We have to change like this. I became me, we became us, they, them, you, you, you is not changing, it is also not changing, he became him, and she became her. Okay. Take a screenshot. It is easy. Okay. Shall we go to the next slide? Next one. Yeah, sure. So the next one is a man advised him to be a good person. A man. We don't know who is this man. A man advised him to be a good person. How do you going to change this sentence into the passive voice? Yes. Him became he. Him became he in the passive voice sentence. He was advised, past participle of advice. He was advised to be a good person. To be a good person. He was advised. We don't know who is the man. He is not important, but he was advised to be a good person. Important one is he was advised. So we omit the doer. And also here him became he. We'll see. In active voice sentences, uh, we can find me, us, them, you, him, her, and it. Yes. These object pronouns change into the subject pronoun. I, we, they, you, he, she, it. Me became I, us became we, them became they, you became you, him became he, her became she, it again it. Okay. Next activity. Shall we go to the next activity? You have to build up some passive voice sentences in your tute, activity number 6. Okay. Activity number 6. Build up passive voice sentences. In these sentences, I have omitted the doer. I have omitted the doer. Yes. You have to build up the sentences like this. His leg was hurt an accident. You have to change, actually you have to change the verb. His leg was hurt an accident. There are 5 sentences. You have to build up. A big battle, the chickens, the bridge, and I. Okay. In these bracketed words, I have given the verb. I have given the verb. It is in base form. You have to change these verbs into the past participle, and also you have to complete these sentences as passive voice sentences. Complete this, build up the sentences using these words. Passive voice sentences. Build up sentences using these words. Yes. If you have finished like previously, please raise your hand. His leg was hurt, an accident. A big battle was fought here 2000 years ago. Okay, shall we check the answers? Shall we move to the answers? I think we can move to the answers. Shall we check? First one. His leg was hurt an accident. Hurt is a verb. It is not change in base form or past tense or in past participle. It is unchanging verb. It is hurt. Like cut, 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 put. Likewise, the hurt is not change. But fight, it is changed into two forms: fight, fought, and fought. Number two, a big battle, singular one, a singular noun, a big battle, was fought. Past tense of the fight is fought here 2000 years ago. 2000 years ago. A big battle was fought here 2000 years ago. Third one, you have the verb feed. Base form is feed, past tense is fed, and we want past participle, it is also fed. The chickens, plural. The chickens are plural now, plural. So we put were, and past participle is fed this morning. The chickens were fed this morning. Number 4. The bridge was built last year. The bridge, singular noun. So we use was. Past participle of the build is built. The bridge was built last year. Number 5. I was punished for something I didn't do. We use was with I. I was punished. Past participle of the punish is punished. I was punished for something I didn't do. I hope most of you are correct these sentences. Please check the answers. Please check the answers before we go to the next activity, the last one. Yes. Today we learned about simple past tense and simple past tense passive voice. In simple past tense passive voice, we use two helping verbs. They are was and were. We use was and were in the simple past tense passive voice sentences, and we plus these was and were, we use past participle of the verbs. We use past participle verbs. Okay. Shall we move to the next activity? Last one. Activity 7. You have to read the activity 7. Yesterday, milk toffees were made by Sarala for her brother's birthday. Read the words carefully and find how did she make milk toffee. First one is done for you. Yesterday, milk toffees were made by Sarala for her brother's birthday. Read the words carefully and find how did she make milk toffee. And first one is done for you. Yes. In this activity, we have to build up some small sentences, some simple sentences using passive voice. So, I have given here some words and you have to build up some simple sentences. They must be passive voice. They must be in passive voice. Take the first one. Milkmaid, sugar, water, pour, verb is there, into a saucepan. Okay. Then I have given the first one. Milkmaid, comma, sugar and water. Milkmaid, sugar and water were poured into a saucepan. There are three ingredients there: milkmaid, sugar and water. So we have to put were here. We have to write were here, and past participle of pour is poured into a saucepan. Next one, number 2. Look at number 2. Try this activity. Ingredients mix well. Verb is mix there. Ingredients are there. Ingredients, plural noun. Plural noun. Uh, okay. The mixture, cook. Verb is there. Cook on low flame. Flame. Next one. Vanilla. Now number 4. Vanilla, cashew, butter. There are three items. Then add is the verb. Add verb is there. Before take it out of fire. Mixture. Stir. Well, stir. Yes, the verb is a stir. Using a spoon, we can do stirring. Mixture. Spread onto a grease tray. Grease tray means that butter or something spread into the tray. Grease tray. Pieces cut before it harden. Cut is the verb is there. Milk toffees. Milk toffees. Enjoyed everybody very much. Yes. Try this activity. Must be flame there. Flame. Wow. Okay, try to make the sentences. Try to make sentences. If you have finished, please raise your hand. Okay, good. There are more people raising hands. Okay, we'll see the answers. Shall we go to the answers? Okay. Activity 7. Milk. First one you have already know this one. Milk made sugar and water were poured into a saucepan. Next one. Ingredients were mixed well. Ingredients, it is a plural one. So we use were and the past participle of the mixed is mixed. Next one. The mixture was cooked on a low flame. The mixture was cooked on a low flame. Okay. Mixture is a singular one, singular noun. So we use was and the past participle of the cook is cooked. Cook, cooked, cooked. Number 4. Vanilla, cashew and butter. There are three. There are three ingredients. Okay. So vanilla, cashew and butter were added before take it out from fire. Were added. Mixture. Number 5, mixture. Singular one, so we use was. Mixture was stirred well. Past participle of the stir is stirred. Last, next one. Mixture was spread onto a grease tray. Mixture was spread onto a grease tray. Mixture, again this is singular. Spread, it is not change. Likewise, cut. Likewise, spread is not change. Was spread onto a grease tray. Then pieces cut before it hardened. Pieces plural, so we use were. Cut, it is unchanged verb. It is again cut here before it hardened. Number 8. Milk toffees were enjoyed everybody very much. Milk toffees were we use enjoyed past participle and everybody very much. Okay, Pute. Today we talk about simple past tense and the simple past tense passive voice. And I hope you have enjoyed the lesson and you have to try to do more activities at home. We done some activities. There are 7 activities we have completed. But in pupils book, activity 12 also now you can do. In unit number 5, activity 12 you can do. And the workbook activities. Unit number 5, workbook activities 6 and 7 you can complete now. So, complete these activities and improve your knowledge. Okay, Pute. Then think about education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. This saying was said by Nelson Mandela. So you can change the world uh, and do it one day. Thank you for participating.